What's up, Financial Zen Masters? I hope you're enjoying your Masters Sunday, watching the final round. There is one money lesson that I would like to give to you, taken away from watching the Masters today. One money lesson. Stay tuned. Whether you like golf or not, this is important. All right, but first, welcome to the Financial Zen channel, where the big question is, how can you, a hardworking, super successful professional with kids at home and a mortgage to pay, how can you retire from your 9 to 5 to go pursue your passions while still providing for your family? That's the question. I got your answers. I'm Rick. Thanks for joining us. I'll be your host and guide on this Masters Sunday. Okay, so I'm going to just read you this quote. I'm not even giving any context. I'm just going to read you this quote. This comes from a book called The War of Art by an author named Steven Pressfield, who you probably know most famously because he wrote The Legend of Bagger Vance. I don't know if you remember that golf movie from way back in I think it was late 90s with Will Smith. So anyways, he wrote that book, but he also wrote this book called The War of Art, which is if you're an entrepreneur, you know this book. You see it everywhere. You can't avoid it. It is super famous. It's definitely one of. I would go so far as to say it is my most prized book, the best book I've ever read, the one I've probably read the most out of all the books that I've read. I've read at least 5 times, I think now, and it's really short and it's really good. Anyways, the way the book breaks down is he basically just draws a line in the sand, sort of contrasts how amateurs approach things and how professionals approach things, right? And his bent from the book is like artists, writers, in his case, entrepreneurs. You have to approach it as a professional. You have to step into those shoes before you can achieve greatness, right? The amateurs do it this way. They never actually step into those shoes. So here's how you can apply it to your life. One of the quotes in this book, I think he's a pretty big golf fan. It's very little golf references in here, but there's this one quote one passage about Tiger Woods, which I thought I would read to you, which I always think of when I watch golf. It goes like this: a professional does not hesitate to ask for help. Tiger Woods is the greatest golfer in the world, yet he has a teacher. He works with Butch Harmon. And Tiger doesn't endure this instruction or suffer through it. He revels in it. It's his keenest professional joy to get out there on the practice tee with Butch to learn more about the game he loves. Here comes the good part. Tiger Woods is the consummate professional. It would never occur to him, as it would to an amateur, that he knows everything or can figure everything out on his own. On the contrary, he seeks out the most knowledgeable teacher and listens with both ears. The student of the game knows that the levels of revelation that can unfold in golf, as in any art, are inexhaustible. As in any art or any finances are inexhaustible. So here's what I would challenge you. When you are an expert in a field, you have a new appreciation for the complexities of the game, right? These guys think about things that would never occur to us when we're out playing golf, right? There's another analogy with ice skating that I read once. I can't remember where I read this, but it was basically like you hear the announcers when you're watching the Winter Olympics, right? And you hear them say, "Oh, that was a beautiful triple toe axel turnaround thingy," right? And to us, we're like, honestly, it looked like the one you said that was bad. That was right before that. So I don't know. But clearly these people have such a level of expertise that they appreciate the complexities and they can see things that we don't, right? Us normal humans don't, right? The golfers can see things that they can't, which is why they go out and hire a coach, because they know how complex it is because of the level of expertise that they've achieved. So I'm telling you, as a financial expert, I appreciate the levels of complexity that are involved in all things related to personal finance. I also appreciate the complexity and the amount of work and making sure that you're doing things right to be able to get out of the rat race, retire from your 9 to 5 in the next 10 years and go pursue your passions. You got to do it right. And I appreciate those complexities. So if you are currently going it alone, I want you to rethink that. Think about yourself as Tiger Woods does. Think about yourself as these ice skaters do. Think about yourself as a financial Zen master, which is the identity that I'm trying to get you to take on. A financial Zen master knows their limitations and knows they can't see all angles of the game while they are also playing it. So, there you go. I'm going to leave it there. All right. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you tomorrow.